G'day, it's Blxz here and welcome back to Geneforge 5. So I was exploring this area. I found out I can't open that, that's where it's a story element. This one here, I found a little room that I hadn't explored, and here I found a book of Create Fiora, which I believe has leveled my Fiora create skill up to level 3. So I can now create cryoas. Now these are a lot more powerful. Considerably more powerful, but they also take up a lot more essence. So what I'm going to start doing is sacrificing. I'm going to sacrifice all my Fioras. I'm going to rebuild a couple of them based on whoever's highest level. So Sajuk is level 8, Chesrook is level 8, Bormak is level 8. Okay, well, that didn't work very well. Instead I'll just rename the top two, Sajuk and Chesrook. So the rest of you will be removed for the time being. And I will be creating a more powerful army. Okay. And that used up a lot of my essence. So we have here Sajuk and Chesrook. Okay, and if you are watching this video just now, I'm recording a bit of a bulk session. I'll be releasing them gradually, so I haven't been able to see. The previous video hasn't gone up yet. So if you have left requests for names to be added to the list, I haven't seen them yet. So don't panic, but I will add you to the cycle next time I get through there. So for now, we're going to go in and we're going to take out the presence in what I assume will be the final encounter. If there's too many more than this, then I would be pretty surprised. This is a secure area, left well defended by Shaper Rawal. As you walk down this corridor, you see rows of turrets in the shadows ahead. These immobile but dangerous creatures swivel to aim at you as you approach. The turrets look unhealthy. They are twitching and their skin looks dry and cracked. Something has affected them, perhaps the presence. Meccan evaluates the situation. The turrets are weak, maybe not so for long. We can destroy them, or we can run by. Very fast, I hope. You decide, I follow. The obelisk outside states that you're only allowed to enter here with Rawal's permission, but he's the one who told you that you can follow the presence wherever it goes, so surely it's alright for you to proceed. Okay. That's not good. Stop doing that. As you walk down this passage, the turrets start to wave back and forth nervously. Turrets are given programming by the shapers that create them. The turrets seem to sense something within you that makes them uncertain. See if I can calm them down. You hold your hands wide and walk towards the nearest turret. Somehow you seem to know what to do. You extend your will. You focus your thoughts on the creature, making it regard you as non-threatening. You convince the turrets that you belong here. They stop aiming at you. You let your arms fall to your sides. You still aren't sure what you did. Somehow you have an innate aura of leadership creations respond to. Meccan looks at you nervously, as if she's afraid that you might be affecting her too. Now that's my leadership coming into play. Would have helped if I hadn't taken almost half my health in damage though. But that's fine. Nothing much here. Alrighty, let's move in and look for... Okay, we've got a locked door. This stone door is the largest one you've found in the foundry. It is sealed shut, the air is very warm, and the stone of the door is uncomfortably hot to the touch. Being here makes you feel very confused. You check the scrying crystal. It's glowing brightly. You are near the presence. There is a control lever by the door. The lock on it is extremely complicated. Just examining it makes your head hurt. The presence has finally learned to fear you. This time, it doesn't open the door and allow you to challenge it. Without the key, you won't be able to get in. Alrighty. You walk away, wondering where you might find a key to the door. Perhaps one was stored nearby. Okay, let's just look under the doormat, find the key. Okay, artillers are the most important ones to take out. Oh, look at all that damage they do. They're far more powerful. Oh, there's another artiller there. Another Fiora there. These are some powerful Fioras. There is a dead human in long robes here. It lacks the symbol of the Shapers. This is probably an assistant or sage who was caught unawares when the creations went rogue and wasn't able to make it to safety in time. You search the pouches on her belt and find a large key. You take it. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Key was not very well hidden at all. Oh, okay. I could have avoided a battle by pacifying them. I'm not going to waste a living tool on that. This stone door is the largest one you have found in the foundry. I've already done that. I've read that, so let's go through. You put the key in the lock and turn it. It falls away. The door slides open. You look through the opening, trying to decide how best to assault your thoughts get fuzzy. By the time you realise what is happening, you are already passing through the door. Calmly, blade sheathed, as if you hadn't a care in the world. Your mind seems full of fog. Sometimes you fade out of consciousness for a few moments. Almost incapacitated, you enter the lair of the presence. It's not good. You stand before the presence. It has inhabited the form of a young servile. It is alone, though it hardly needs any help to defeat you in your current condition. Mekan mutters, I know that servile. Her name is Troa. Was. He is lost now. You think that she says something else, but you black out for a moment. The presence takes control of the servile's vocal cords and makes it speak. The sound is raspy and hideous. You wound me. You chase me. I take your minds. I kill you. The servile holds its hands out wide. Sparks of blue energy fly out. The presence advances upon you, ready to take advantage of your helplessness. Okay. Well, it advanced away from me, but it's a tactical advance, right? Okay. Okay, that might be part of it there. Wonder if these penis-shaped things have anything to do with it. Your blows barely affect the presence. They don't even scratch it. It is drawing the power from this place, shielding itself. You look around, trying to comprehend where you are and what the machinery here is for. You have no idea. Your attention wanders, even as the presence tries to kill you. Okay, well I assume we're going to power things down a bit. Let's explore a bit. There is a thin layer of thick, glowing goo at the bottom of this pool. You have no idea what it is for. There's a lot I can do here. Let's keep exploring. You try to focus and gain control of your thoughts. It is no use. Every time you concentrate for a few moments, a cloud of sparks or a loud noise distracts you. But then, after many failed efforts, you have an actual clear thought. Some tiny, unharmed part of your consciousness tells you something. The power around you is flowing from the south. There is something down there, something familiar. The energy, the sounds, the smell. There is something down there you've encountered before. You feel an urge to be closer to it. That thing? Don't know. I'm going to try to play with it. There is a small control panel. The creature in the stone shell has been coated with a thick layer of wax, probably to protect it from the caustic environment. Unusually for Shaper equipment, someone bothered to label this thing. These words are etched into the stone. Emergency purging control. I'm going to leave that. I don't know. Might be something I want to do later. I'll turn on the power. You try to understand and operate the controls. You don't get anywhere. You can barely focus on the creature that is attacking you, let alone this unfamiliar machinery. Okay, I'll come back to that. Don't know if I can really stop this thing. There is a pool of essence, glowing red essence, charged with magical power, glowing with a sickly inner light. The power washing off it burns your skin. Shaper Rawal must have made this thing. You know what it is. The word comes unbidden to your mind. Geneforge. It is a Geneforge. You don't know what that means. You hardly know anything at all now. The presence has reduced you to almost nothing. But one thought remains clear. You have a powerful compulsion to touch the swirling essence in this pool. Well, back away and be killed, or touch it and, I don't know, let's find out. You start to plunge your hand into the pool, then you stop. Once again, the scattered fragments of memories guide you. You know that you can only survive light contact with this powerful creation. You skim your fingertips over the surface, start screaming. Another fragment of memory, a scream, from the first time you touched the Geneforge. It matches exactly the scream you're letting out right now. The essence flows into your skin. You feel the searing heat of it as it travels up your arm, through your chest, into your limbs, into your mind. The possessed servile lurches toward you, trying to strike you down in your moment of helplessness. The raw power drives it back. The Geneforge reworks you. It contains a template, a specific humanoid form. It begins to remake you. Try to survive, okay? Something happened to you. You were shaped, and shaped again, and in the process you were damaged. The Geneforge shapes you yet again, erasing the damaged parts. You are restored to an earlier version. And then, its work done, you collapse. The heat fades away. You long for nothing more than to sleep. But the presence is still here. The servile begins to lurch towards you. You look at the pitiful creature. Your mind is clear. You see its shield. It is a weak thing, no longer an obstacle to you. You see the machinery in the room, ready to be commanded. As exhausted as you are, there is one more task to be completed. Looks like I got more intelligence. That'll give me a little bit more essence, spell power. Okay. I can damage it now. The presence steers the servile towards you. The unfortunate creature moves as if its hands and feet are controlled by a clumsy puppeteer. Unlike the possessed servant mind, nothing remains of the servile. The presence has purged it away. Its eyes are completely blank. Once again, the presence talks to you, manipulating the servile's throat and lungs in a parody of speech. Give up! Give up to me. I must stay. I can go no more. I stay here. Too weak, hungry, gone too far, many miles hunting. It is growing harder to understand its speech. Food here, mines here. I stay here. Was made by creation, was spirit taken from air and filled with power. Great creation made me, great food. Made by a creation? That makes no sense. A loyal shaper would never create a necromantic monstrosity like this. Their laws forbid any such work. My maker commanded me. I hungered. Took its mind, mighty mind. It was not ready, not defended. I took it, devoured it, left, floated, looked for food, minds, wandered. Many creations, many minds, much food. Went so far, so hungry. Stay here, never go, always feed. Micken makes a strangled, gagging noise. She was almost overcome by disgust with this creature. You kill me. Sorry, you hurt me. I kill you. I stay. Time to kill this thing. No, my place will live, feed, stay, never go. You die. The servile lets out one final screech. It lurches at you, recklessly waving its blade. Oh well, let's just wipe this thing out then. It's weaker than the servant mind was, that's for sure. Only one more hit and we're done. The presence realizes too late that it is defeated. It surrenders control of the servile's body, which slumps to the ground like a rag doll. However, the presence no longer has enough energy to break free from its victim. The mist appears around the head of the dead servile. It tries to break free, stretching in one direction and then another. Then it strains too far. Something tears, and the presence breaks apart. The mist floats away and disappears. The creature is dead. Mecca kneels by the dead servile and rests her hand on its head. She closes her eyes, mutters something, rises and looks at you. Thank you. That creature was a pure horror. For destroying it, you have my gratitude. Okay, heavy chitin armor. It's better than that. And some grounded shoes. I actually like my nimble shoes, but I will take them to sell. Well, what else is there to do? I think that's all done. Have to report back to Rawal. Not that I particularly like the fella. I'm going to do my best to break away or escape from him somehow. Phantom baton. I got no idea. Probably turns these on, which I don't need anymore. It'd be a waste of my living tool. tools, bandage, essence pod. Oh, that was a good little boss fight in the end. As you walk away from the Geneforge, wanting nothing but a good meal and about 80 hours of sleep, you notice that Mekan is staring at you. She seems fascinated and worried. You are changed, it is clear. That pool, I don't know what it is, but it cured you. I can see in your eyes, your mind is clear. But now you go back to Rawal. Now your battle begins. I think it was a Geneforge. I have heard whispers of them, heard many tales of strange, dangerous things they do. Now I have seen one, and I still have no idea what they are for. Rawal wants you to be his tool. I think now he sends you out into the world, to fight for him and do his will. He will control you with that thing in your chest. Will you live with that? I do not think so. I think you will want to use your powers for yourself, but with what path? Don't like Rawal? Actually, I'm not too sure just yet. There are many people fighting in Terrestria. Some fight for Shapers, some for rebels. All want powerful allies to fight for them. Powerful like you. When you travel and meet them, they will try to recruit you. They may even have power to free you from the worm in your chest. Okay, didn't know it was a worm. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not really a fan of the rebels, and I haven't met any rebels, so I don't know much about them. I haven't actually met any Shapers other than Rawal. I don't particularly like him. I'm definitely not going to pick the top option. I'm not going to work for Rawal at all. So, no idea. I understand. You only now are waking up. Soon, I think, you will see the world. You will learn how others fight to repair Terrestria. I hope someday you find a better path to follow. You wait for Mekan to say something else, but she is silent. You continue on your path away from the Foundry core. Well, if anyone out there has any suggestions on which path I should take, by all means, leave me a comment. And I'm going to head off now. I'm going to call this before I head back to Rawal. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.